So in this video, I'm just gonna go through Elliott waves in trading. So I'm not gonna be going through Elliott waves on Bitcoin because Elliott waves typically work better in traditional markets. So right now on this trading chart, I have Dow Jones Index, and the very fundamental idea about Elliott waves is that there are impulse waves and there are corrective waves. So right now what I am drawing is impulse waves. So it consists of wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there is a rule where wave 3 is often the longest and never the shortest. So for example, if I just um, display the waves here. So if, for example, wave 1 happened to be the longest, this would still be a valid impulsive Elliott wave count because wave 3 is still not the shortest. Wave 5 is the shortest instead. But if, for example, wave 1 and wave 5 are extended, then this would not classify as a valid Elliott wave count. In fact, what this would count as might be a subwave of a wider wave 3. So the count for the primary wave would be like this instead. So hope this makes sense. So what usually happens after a 5 wave Elliott wave count is that there will be a corrective wave. So what this means is that after wave 5 has been established, a corrective wave of ABC would usually happen. And there are a lot of variety of ways of counting these Elliott waves. For example, what I just said is that um, a wave 3 of a primary wave could consist of subwaves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But for the wave 4, the wave 4 could be corrected waves. So it could be A, B, C like this. So I just show the waves here. So it could be just like this. And this would be classified as a typical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. So basically 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So this would be a sort of a standard Elliott wave count. There are complicated Elliott wave counts, which I will go through a bit later when I talk about this part. But just to illustrate how this all ties in with the actual stock market, how stock markets move. If we count from the financial crisis low, if we say, for example, this is wave 1, and this corrected wave 2, which looks very like an A, B, C, and then a wave 3 over here, and which afterwards have an ABC, which looks like it, A, B, C, and then a final wave 5, which is looks to be an extended wave 5, then this would classify as a typical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave count, with the wave 3 fulfilling the requirement where it is uh, not the longest, but it is not the shortest. So this is classified as a um, proper Elliott wave count. So what we see right now in Dow Jones is that a 5 wave structure has been completed. A primary wave 5 wave structure has been completed. So what we expect using Elliott wave count is a decline in the price action towards, say, maybe the wave 4 level. And if we use the Wyckoff theory over here, this looks typically like a Wyckoff distribution uh, chart, but I will go through that in another video for Wyckoff theory. So if we say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is working towards an ABC, we can work towards what what sort of ABC this actually is turning out to be. So if we look into a smaller time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame, what I have previously said was that this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave structure. So Elliott waves, impulsive Elliott waves, they could go up and they could also go down. So this would be a corrective impulsive Elliott wave count, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I have previously counted this as is a A, B, C. I'll just remove the waves here just to make it clear. And then another A, B, C downwards. And then A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. So I will mark the corrective waves upwards as yellow. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have a very rare ABC structure here. So this ABC could be classified as just A. And this ABC here could be just the second B. And this ABCDE structure Elliott wave count could be classified as the C. And what I previously said was that this sort of ABCDE structure or Wissing wedge structure would lead for Dow Jones to move downwards and begin the bearish decline to the previous wave 4 count, which is right over here. And turns out that it's actually working towards the direction that I previously was writing that it was going to go for. But we see a slight rebound over here, but I'm still bearish on Dow Jones right now. So you can see that based on this Elliott wave count, that this is a corrective upwards ABC count with a subwave of ABC, ABC, and ABCDE. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would classify as the very first corrective A. And this whole ABC, ABC, ABCDE would classify as the corrective B of the primary count. And then we are currently at the corrective C of this count. So if I just mark this as the primary count, so this would look like as A, B, C. And what usually happens in a end of a massive rally, which we've seen in the past few years on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is that a standard ABC correction would not suffice. So usually what we will see is a WXY correction. So this entire ABC count would classify as W, and then we will see a short rally for X, and then a subsequent decline, which is Y, towards the wave 4 low. So this would be what the Elliott wave theory would suggest would be the next few months or next year price action for Dow Jones. But of course, not everything goes with the theory, and Elliott wave count is a very subjective trading strategy. But it works sometimes. So for example, this ABC really worked. Wyckoff theory works better, which I will highlight in the next video. But yeah, this is just the Elliott wave count for Dow Jones. In terms of impulsive Elliott wave counts, there really isn't much more to say. It will typically be 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is the 3, and this would be the 4, and then a final extended 5 count towards the ending of the wave 3. So in terms of impulsive waves, they are usually easier. It is the corrective waves which are more complicated, which is why we have these WXY counts. So yeah, this is the Elliott wave sort of short video. And if there's the next video I'll go through the Wyckoff theory, and maybe I'll try to put some videos of using Elliott wave counts in crypto markets. So I'll see you next time.